Hey everyone, my name is Kyle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So today's video, I'm going to talk about how to raise your vibrations. How do you go about it? I keep hearing about it all the time on the internet, like raise your vibrations, vibrations, and like, so well, how do I do that? And sometimes it kind of can be kind of frustrating because it kind of seems overcomplicated than what it really is. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all. I believe law of attraction should be super easy and simple and very, very fun to create the things that you want in life. And I just like it super easy and simple. When you overcomplicate something, it just never goes right. And I think as humans, we want to overcomplicate things because we want to work very hard to get the things we want because that's what we believe to be true. But that's not necessarily the case. I think it's when you're light and bright and feeling good about yourself and have a positive energy around yourself and love yourself. I think that's when you are one with the universe and you're able to get what you want in life. And also, like I said in my other video, I manifested a lovely house, a bigger house. I'm still living. I'm renting a house with some roommates, but it's my brother. So I'm very, very happy that I'm able to spend time with my brothers. I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, we moved to a bigger place, and I wanted a bigger room to do stuff for videos and stuff. And you know what? It happened. So I'm super, super excited. I might share maybe how I manifested it video. But before we get started with this video, also just want to let you know I'm filming on my iPhone outside on this lovely porch, and I'm so happy that it's really bigger than the porch I had at my previous house. But I'm on a busy street, so you might hear some car noises or it's a little bit windy, but it's still 24 degrees outside. So I'm super, super excited. But yeah, my phone doesn't necessarily block background sounds. Just letting you know, FYI. And so, yeah, before we get started with this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and follow me on my social medias. It'll be linked in the description box down below. And also, I want to just let you know that I'm talking about law of attraction based on my personal experiences, and I'm just giving you my tips and advice that work for me. And everyone goes about law of attraction in a different way. And I just hope these tips and advice really work for you, because I really want to give you that positive energy and like connect you well with you guys. So I'm super, super excited and very grateful that I'm able to do this video. But yeah, so today's topic I want to talk about is how do you raise your vibrations. And usually to get the manifestations that you want, they always talk about raise your vibrations, but then they kind of just skip over it, and you're like, well, how do I how do I raise my vibrations and to get the things that I want? Basically, there's a lot of different ways you can go about, raising vibrations. It's not like a step-by-step order. It's just whatever it feels good to you. And sometimes I actually like doing multiple different ones in combination. And I think once you know how to do it, I think it's actually very, very exciting because I know every day, because you're going to have some days where you might feel down because maybe the weather is bad, or maybe us humans sometimes every day isn't always the same and our energies go up and down. But I think when you're down, it's more important to really lift yourself up really fast. And so I know I have some down days, and especially last couple days where I was like moving and all this stuff. So, and having another job and like all this stuff. And I was feeling a little bit down, but I was able to bring myself up really fast. And I know that it happens to literally everyone. So, because we always have to experience some negativity to bring us back. And it goes with literally anyone. And so, but I feel like if you're positive, like 60 or 70% of the time, you're doing really good. And I think you're creating the things you want in life. But when it goes about manifestation, like I said, it's about raising your vibrations to be an energetic match to the thing that you want to manifest, because all your moods are on an energy level. So like your negative moods, which would be like fear, doubt, anger, sadness. They're more on the lower scale, and like being like enlightened and like courageous or happy or love is like on the higher scale. So to get to where to be able to basically get what you want in life, you have to feel really good, because the things you want to manifest, they're good, positive feelings, and thoughts that you want. So you have to raise your vibration to feeling more positive to be able to get what you want, and that goes with either manifesting more money or relationships, like manifesting that lover, a car, a new house, vacation, whatever you want to have in life, or a career. And so you can raise your vibration in a couple of different ways. So the first thing I like to do, is, I forgot it upstairs, but it is, I kind of grab like a gratitude book. You can get a regular book at say like Indigo or Chapters, or you get it from the dollar store, and you just talk about what you're grateful for, because I think when you're caught in the midst of life, you tend to forget like your blessings that you have. And so being grateful for, like, example for me, like this house I'm living in, and the clothes I'm wearing, and my lovely skin, and my family, and my friends, that when you're very grateful, and you're thanking the universe for that, you feel very warm inside, and you're able to make yourself feel more positive, because now you're seeing the positive outlook on life, and that will help you raise your vibrations. The other thing I like to do is, like I said, take the journal again. But after you've done my gratitude list and I'm kind of feeling better, I like to visualize, and I like to write down what I want to manifest, or what I want to achieve or accomplish, or X amount of money I want to make, or what I want to do for this YouTube channel example, and the audience I want to capture. So when I write that down, I'm like kind of like telling like a mini story to myself, and it makes me very excited, because when I'm writing on the piece of paper, I don't know what it is. I think it might be the energy between my brain, my pen, and the paper. But I'm able to like visually see all this stuff happening. And then once I have it, I like to kind of read it before I go to bed to keep that positive energy flowing, because it's very important to feel positive and feeling good about yourself before going to bed, because when you go to bed at night, your energy level, and manifestation, or you want to create, it kind of stops when you're sleeping, in a sense, and then you wake up with that same energy level. So if you go to bed feeling really bad about yourself, or very fearful, or angry, or sad, chances are when you wake up the next day, you're going to feel that same energy that you left off the night before. So I like to always read my book, like my journal, and my what I want to manifest, and get that in my mind, because that kind of maybe helps with my dreaming, and I'm able to see my manifestations in my dream state, and I just feel good. So when I wake up the next day, I feel good, and I start the next day feeling good, and that kind of the energy is moving forward, and the momentum is moving forward. Because like I said in the first part of the video, when I was talking about what law of attraction means to me, is that the thoughts you think about and the emotions you place upon those thoughts drive what you're manifesting in your life. So when I am kind of, like always positive all the time, and thinking about my goals and what I want to manifest, not like obsessively, but it's there. I think about maybe twice a day. It fuels my power, and the universe is able to bring it to me faster and more quicker, because I'm putting emphasis on those thoughts and giving emotion and intention to those thoughts. And so because the universe will give you things, whether they're good or bad, when you place emotions behind it. And so we don't obviously want to have negative things happen to us, so we want positive things happen to us. So thinking more positively and concentrating on those thoughts is going to bring you more positive things there, and that will in turn also give you more things to be grateful for. So then that positive cycle is going to be continuing on, which is what you want, to feel good all the time. And then the other thing I like to do is meditate. So meditating, it is kind of like a skill in a sense. It's hard to do at the start, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of people, or majority of people's minds, they're always active all the time. They're overstimulated. So what meditation is supposed to be doing is quieting your mind and connecting with the universe and your intuition. And you're not necessary, and you're also just because it basically calms your mind down, so then you're able to move forward in the direction that you want, and get into that flow state with the universe. And so what you'll notice that when you start doing it, you'll consciously be aware of like the thoughts that flow in and out your mind. But it's important not to listen or give momentum to those thoughts. You just let the thoughts just flow through your mind and not give it any thought, and you just quiet your mind. I like listening to some meditation on YouTube, or like a lucid dream or something at night, and yeah, that kind of helps me more connect. But sometimes just like paying attention to one particular sound, or like, for example, you look at like on a lighter, you kind of look at the flame, and your mind is just connected to the flame, and it's not recognizing any surround sound to it. And when you quiet your mind, you're able to think about and hear your intuitive thoughts, because your intuition is where the universe is guiding you towards something good. The universe isn't going to guide you somewhere bad. And that's very important, because, and additionally, what I was saying before is that since everyone's mind is overstimulated and a lot of thoughts are happening, and it can kind of be chaotic, it really dampens the intuitive voice you have, or your inner voice. And so getting rid of all that noise and quieting your mind and listening to what your intuition is saying, and and also kind of de-momentumize. I'm not sure that's a word, but if you're feeling really negative and you meditate, it will stop the momentum of those thoughts and that negative energy. And that you can, when you do that, now you can change the trajectory of your thoughts into more positive feeling thoughts. And that's kind of a fast way to do that too, right? So meditation is very, very important. And I'm starting to do more of meditating, especially at night, like a sleep meditation, and I notice it does wonders. And also like meditative affirmations. There's stuff that on YouTube too as well that's really, really well done, and it's really, really great. I love the music on there. It actually helps me kind of get into that mode of relaxation and connecting with my inner voice or my intuition. Also, the other thing I was talking about is like being consciously aware of the thoughts you think about and the vibration it holds is very, very important, because once you're aware of those thoughts you're thinking about, especially if they're negative, you can be like, hold on, why am I thinking of those thoughts? And then you can just say like, these thoughts no longer serve me, or this belief doesn't serve me, and then you're able to change your course of action to something more positive, and maybe coming up with solutions if you're stuck on something, and your intuition will give you that solution to it, and then you'll feel good about whatever you're doing or the thoughts you're saying to yourself. So having that conscious awareness of the vibrations that you're giving off and the thoughts you think about can help change your course of action. And because sometimes people are not consciously aware of the thoughts they think about, and they're not aware of being negative. Like one time I had to stop my friend and say like I don't want to be really rude, but like, why are you so negative all the time? Like, life's really good, like, and they're like, I had no idea I was like thinking that, or blah blah blah. And I was like very interested by that they weren't consciously aware that they were thinking negatively all the time. And I think that happens to a lot of people, not just my friend, that they constantly are in this negative cycle, and then they're not consciously aware of it, and then they're wondering why they're in chaos all the time. It's because are feeling bad about themselves or negative all the time. It's because the thoughts they tell themselves are negative, and then that kind of the momentum's there, and it kind of spirals out of control. And so being aware of that can help you change your course of action, which is really, really great. Sometimes this actually happened to me a couple days ago, where I was kind of in a rut, and I think it's because I was just tired of moving and this new job, and I kind of felt like I was in a rut and a little bit frustrated. And what I did was, you know what, I'm just gonna go for a walk or a run, get some exercise, and listen to my jam songs and my pumping songs, and you know what, it ended up working because I just kind of just forgot about those thoughts. I just decided, you know what, I have to just change my course. I don't know what to do, or why I'm feeling right, but I didn't want to overanalyze it. So I was like, let me go outside. It's a nice day. I'm gonna go for a run, get some exercise, clear my mind, and it ended up working for me because I ended up coming back to my house and feeling really great because I think I wasn't thinking about those thoughts that put me in a rut. I kind of just cleared my mind and started fresh. And you'll be surprised how fast you're able to reset your mind when you don't think about it anymore. Because when you don't think about those thoughts and the emotion behind it, you're able to take that power away, and you're able to change the course of action. And because you're in control of your life and your reality. So I like to do that, going for run, exercise, maybe getting out the house and just going for a walk, and just like thinking about how grateful my life is, and the weather, and my house, and my family, and stuff. And I also sometimes just kind of listen to like a motivation video I downloaded on YouTube, and that kind of helps me get back into myself again. And that is great to get out of a rut, 100%. And the other thing I like to do is positive affirmations. And I don't do positive affirmations a lot, but they are very good at empowering you very fast. But it's not something that you should directly focus and obsess about, about it all the time. So with positive affirmations, you want to just kind of write down stuff that are as a positive statement that you are affirming to yourself. So like, I am good enough. I am, I'm a great YouTuber. People really love me. Or whatever you want to think about. I do have a guide on that as well, that you can just click the link down below, and I give more detail about positive affirmations and how they really work for you. But I don't necessarily obsess over affirmations. I do it for like 2 minutes when I'm doing my gratitude journal on a separate piece of paper, and it just kind of helps me get to be more positive into myself very fast, and then I'm over and done with it. And I think about what I want to manifest, and I'm taking action, and I'm continuing with my day. And I think that some people, especially on the internet, they put a lot of emphasis on affirmations. They kind of make it like a job, and I'm like, you're kind of taking the fun out of law of attraction. Law of attraction is supposed to be a lot of fun. You're supposed to be in a happy thing. It's just something, a technique to just get you in a positive, to have more positive feeling about yourself, and think about and help you get into more positive feeling thoughts to get what you want, or help you manifest things you want to have, or help you have a better day. And it's super easy trick, but yeah, don't obsess about those. I kind of do it in tandem with a gratitude list, and I have more guides coming out about that as well on my website that you can definitely check out. I go more into detail of information like that. Oh, and I guess the last thing that I like to do to raise my vibrations is to make a vision board. And if you don't know what a vision board is, you can get a Bristol board from the dollar store, and you put a bunch of images on that represent things you want to manifest in your life, and then you put it somewhere in your room that you can look at once a day. And And that really helps, because when I'm going back to my thought about how people don't necessarily believe in law of attraction because they can't tangibly see those objects, because a lot of the time when you're initially manifesting and creating something in your life, it's intangible and you can't see it yet. You can see it in your mind, but you can't physically see it or touch it or anything like that. So people tend to not believe in the law of attraction, making airy fairy. Well, with a vision board, it helps making the things you want to manifest more tangible, because now you can literally see the object you want to manifest. So, and I will go about it in a different video about how you can make vision boards and all that stuff. And so, because they're really very fun to make, honestly, and there's like not a lot of rules to them, but it's a really great tool to have the things you want to manifest being more tangible, and you can see it in your room and what you want, and that kind of really helps people guide and keep them on that the consistency of feeling good and manifesting. Because sometimes I feel like people they start off good, and they take some action, and then they fall back down, and like, oh, they give up, and they're like, oh, this is not going to work, blah blah blah, and then they deter themselves. Well, because they can't see it, or they are impatient, so then they're like, oh, it's not going to work anymore. Well, the vision board can kind of help you keep up that pace and the mass and taking that massive action all the time, because you can see it in your room, and like of like the vacation you want, or the job you want, or how much money you want to make, or the house you want, or the person you want to be in a relationship with. You can see that of that as a picture, which is a very, 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 very powerful tool, and I love using it. And I'll do a video on it sometime as well, because it's honestly amazing. But yeah, this just kind of wraps up this video and how I personally raise my vibrations. I really, really hope that this video works for you and is very helpful, because these are my tips that I use on the daily basis to get what I want in my life. I'm on this wonderful journey, and I'm just giving you my personal tips, and of how I'm manifesting, or how I'm continually being happy all the time. And I just really hope this works for you. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. If you have any other law of attraction questions you want me to answer or do a video about, please leave it in the comment section down below, or you can send me an Instagram direct message. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Have a wonderful and magical day, and I'll see everyone in the next video. See you later. Bye now. Peace out. Bye.